Axe Sledge has just joined the functional food community, and we're going to talk about what makes their homemade bars not taste like On a real note, I actually haven't opened these up or tried them yet. I got a look at the formula early on, and I was a big fan of what they were doing with their homemade bars. Homemade is one of my favorite MRPs on the market because it's not just collagen protein. There's an actual amino acid blend. We've seen the full breakdown. I shared the breakdown for you guys of what proteins are at what percentages, and I think that it blows away the MRP department of the industry for just being a real meal replacement that actually builds muscle. So today they're moving into functional foods, being homemade bars. Here, I'll put these in front so you can see the cute little logos. Now, I'm gonna open these up. I'm gonna give you a full review of the flavors. I'm gonna tell you which one's my favorite or which one ties, whatever it's gonna be. I don't know yet because I haven't tried them. They're still sealed. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna tell you a little about the actual formula. So let's roll the intro and jump in on homemade bars from the hard-working motherfuckers. So homemade bars stand aside from functional foods industry for kind of some similar reasons to what they did with their homemade powder. They use the same protein blend, which is going to be whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate. Now those two are kind of controversial because are they really whole foods? I consider them to be whole foods. They come from dairy. Some people would consider them to be a little bit more processed, but what's important here is that they are the first two ingredients on the protein blend, which means that they are significantly more than the bovine collagen, which you won't see in other MRPs that are whole foods. Now, if you go over to our blog, you'll see the whole breakdown on the percentages of what is what. I don't want to get into too much of that today. Just know that it is a fair distribution of protein that's going to give you some essential amino acids for actual muscle growth while also delivering some of those collagen amino acids, which is not as much of a beneficial protein for muscle growth, but are helpful for other things like recovery, tendon health, connective tissue, stuff like that. So after that, we're moving into honey, almond butter, soluble tapioca powder, dairy protein crisps, which are made up of concentrate rice flour, which will give you a little bit of that experience with the crunchiness, sunflower oil, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, sea salt, monk fruit extract, and stevia. So as you can tell, it's a pretty clean bar. I know there's no real definition of clean, but I think here it kind of fits pretty well. Something that they do differently than other people is they're gluten-free, free of sugar, alcohols, naturally flavored, and naturally sweetened. So they're giving you these bars, hopefully at a good flavor. I haven't tried them yet, so I'm not gonna make any promises yet, but I've heard good things with a lot less of the shit, which is always nice because, you know, you don't wanna be eating shit. So let's jump in and let's go your left to my left. That made sense, right? Salted caramel crunch. I've heard that these are really good. I'm gonna be really forthright with you and tell you that salted caramel is not my favorite flavor, but I can appreciate it when it's done well. I heard the salt is pretty cool in this. If you look at the actual picture, salted caramel has got some chunky salt on it, so I'm hoping that they did that in here. I'm a big fan of salty foods, huge sodium guy. I get the protein crisp right off the front. I'm gonna eat my words here alongside with this homemade bar. I would totally eat this. I'm not a big caramel guy, but I'm not a big caramel guy because I don't like the very intense caramel flavors that are on the market. It's really tasty. The protein crisps give a nice experience. It's good. I would eat that, but that gets me very excited for the peanut butter chocolate chip because that's totally my shit. Salted caramel crunch, good. You get good caramel, you get the crunchiness, you get that salt, but it's not my flavor because I think this is gonna be my flavor. I'm hoping. Because how do you fuck up peanut butter chocolate chip cookies? All right, open this one up. And we clearly got some chocolate chips in this one. Looks similar base, but obviously even more of a peanut butter base than the caramel base. Okay, this is it. Milky texture, very creamy, soft. I don't like hard bars. One of my biggest fear with bars is losing a tooth to one. Super creamy peanut butter texture, very cookie dough-esque. with some light chocolate chips in there. So this one, instead of the whey protein crisps, dairy protein crisps, they have cacao chocolate chips. There's peanut butter added into this one instead of almond butter. Wow. That actually is really, really good. You got like a whole bunch of chocolate chips on the back end. You can kind of see them. They're significantly sized. I mean, front and back. All right. It's gonna be tough to top that one. You know it's good because I'm not putting it in the box. I'm putting it aside because I'm gonna finish that one. I specifically didn't have breakfast this morning to make sure that my taste buds were on point and I was hungry for this. That was gonna be good. And while we're on the topic of breakfast and stuff like that, let's talk about the nutrition. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. So, 270 calories, 250 calories, 240 calories. You're gonna be between 240 calories and 270 calories. On the peanut butter chocolate chip one, you got 13 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, which is 14 grams of added sugars, 4 grams of fiber, 19 grams of protein. Now, the protein is going to vary between 17 grams on the chocolate and 21 grams on the protein. That's really what matters to me here. The fat varies like 10 here, 13 here. The carbs don't vary almost at all. Chocolate one's got 2 more grams of carbs, but 13 grams of fat, high like the caramel. So that peanut butter chocolate chip really lingers with you. There is a bit of a stevia to it, but I hate stevia, but it's a nice stevia that goes along with the peanut butter chocolate. I find that stevia kind of complements chocolate decently well. Lingering in my mouth, tastes awesome. All right, last one, double chocolate brownie. Now, I feel like you can't go wrong with chocolate brownie, but that one was really good. First thing I noticed off the chocolate brownie is there's like a bit of an oily shine to it. Now there is sunflower oil in this. This one has almond butter instead of the peanut butter. It's got cacao chocolate chips, which I enjoyed in the peanut butter one, so that's probably gonna be good. I'm betting that the sunflower oil is what's making this kind of oily. It's not too bad. It kind of is reminiscent of the Rise bars from Rise Sups, which I didn't mind. Some people complained about, but I didn't mind. You have a decent amount of fat here, so you're gonna see a bit of that, but it's 13 grams of fat. I mean, it's coming from some pretty, I don't know exactly where each source is contributing, but I don't see any fats in here that I'm severely worried about. Thicker one here, a lot of cacao chips, good. But a very rich chocolate texture, very chewy. I'm not able to talk as much with this one. I can tell you the number one is definitely the peanut butter chocolate chip. That one, this one fucks. Second one, double chocolate chip. Cacao chips are still great in it. Super rich texture, very good. But it's just a deep, deep chocolate, which isn't as fun and interesting as the peanut butter chocolate chip. This one has very different flavors. Peanut butter on the front, chocolate on the back, some texture in there. This one's just all chocolate, which isn't bad, but I enjoy the fun flavors of this one. Salted caramel crunch is third for me. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's super accurate for what it is. The salt's nice. The crunch is nice in there. The caramel is very accurate. It's not overpowering. But for me, I'm not as much of a salted caramel guy. Some of our followers are huge salted caramel lovers, and I could see you guys liking that one a lot. Truth is here, I've heard this from a few different people in the industry, you can't go wrong with any of these, and that's definitely true. They taste really good, they're super enjoyable, the macros are not bad, it's way better than a candy bar. You're still getting a little over 10 grams of fat, you're getting 20 to 24 grams of carbs, which I like, I'm a big fan of, and you're getting an average of like 20 grams of protein-ish. Honestly, I probably eat 2 of these for a meal. I'm sitting at 267 right now, so I require a little bit higher of macros, but if you guys are looking for a nice light MRP meal that you want to drink, or that you want to chew instead of drink, I like this. You could use just one of these on the go. If you're in a pinch, it'll definitely help. I'll be keeping at least one of these boxes in my truck for sure when I'm on the road and moving around. So I do have to say, we did get these bars for free. We do have a business affiliate relationship with Axe Sledge, but with all that bias said, the guys behind Axe Sledge are just awesome people. They're high quality people. They bring a lot to the industry. They offer a lot of great content. They help people out, and they support an incredible community of blue collar workers, kind of like their main demographic, but all sorts of people that just want to be better. So we might be biased towards them, but it's not because of the business relationship, it's because they're good people. I really do appreciate making this far in the video. These were super enjoyable. I always love doing stuff with Axe and Sledge, so I hope that you enjoyed the video as well. If you made it this far, leave a comment for me. I'd love to talk to you guys. If you have any questions about the product, you can comment below. I'd love to talk about it. Or if you go over to our blog, we have a full write-up on it. You can see over there what we have to say as well. As always, guys, I really appreciate making this far in the video, and have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.